Hi, I'm Sharon Meredith, creator of Fitness with Heart and certified health coach with Take Shape for Life. And I'm here with Denise Levine today. Last week, we talked about image and wardrobe consulting because I had a lot of questions for my clients. So Denise asked if we could do another one where she could ask me a bunch of questions. So here we are, and I'm all yours.
All right, I love that, because when I'm working with someone who wants to dress for the body type that they're in, they're often in transition, losing weight. So, and it's hard for them. I want to know from the expert, why is it that it's important? Besides the obvious reasons, why is it really specifically important for people to lose weight and maintain a healthy weight?
Well, there's a lot of reasons, and I always tell my clients that it should be what is most important to them personally. However, from a health standpoint, what we know is 2/3 of our population is overweight right now, and 1/3 is obese. And obesity, it's huge. Obesity leads to diabetes, heart disease, all kinds of disease, high cholesterol. People are on lots of meds. So being healthy and being at a good weight will help you be off meds, right? That's one thing. Another thing that I find crazy is that by the year 2030, if we do not change how we are eating these days, how we are moving, how we are living, our quality of life is going to be really bad. 90% of us will be overweight. 90.
And
90. How can you be off meds if you're off, it's that big of a, I don't even know what to say about it, to be honest.
Right, it's a startling fact. And, you think 2030 is out there, but here we are, 2015. So, yeah, so medically and health-wise, what about relationships, self-confidence? Why is it important for people to lose the weight and maintain?
Well, most of us have more confidence and self-esteem. When we look good, we feel good, right? And it's not just all about you don't have to be a size 4 or a size 6, right? Or a 30 or a 32 if you're a guy. It's about being healthy. When you feel good about yourself, when you're doing good things, having good nutrition, being active with your family, relationships happen, right? You're going to attract people, regardless if you're an 8 or a 10, as long as you're healthy and fit and have great energy. Do you understand what that means?
I think I do. And I think for my clients as well as yours, it would be important to focus on those as benefits, not the number, not the size, but that you're healthier, you project more confidence, and like you're saying, you move in a different way and people react to you differently.
You strut your stuff.
You strut your stuff. I like that. A little sass.
Yeah.
So now you've told us about medical reasons and health reasons. You've told us how it improves your relationship and your confidence. What about just from a financial perspective? Nobody wants to waste money, so they think, oh, just help me lose the weight. That's it. I'm done. What happens financially to people who aren't able to get motivated or stick with it?
Well, I can go in a number of directions, quite frankly, with this. First of all, if people are at an unhealthy weight, they are probably going to the doctor more, okay? So they're spending more money in medications. Whether you have a $10 copay or $20 or whatever, you're still spending money that you don't need to be spending, correct?
Right.
From an economic standpoint, $300 billion is spent each year in the U.S. because people are not healthy. I'm not just talking about overweight, but that is a big part of it. Because productivity is down, workman's compensation has to pay out more, absenteeism, $300 billion. That's from a society and economic
standpoint.
standpoint.
What we could do with that money if everybody just got fit and healthy.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I got to share a video. Remind me, I'm going to send it to you on Facebook that I saw from Kennedy's days and how they were working on health and fitness. And he back then was talking about we've got to get fit and healthy. And he's absolutely right. And it's just from a financial standpoint, eating food, some people say to me their excuse is, oh, but eating healthy is expensive. Guess what? When you eat healthy, you're getting better nutrition in your body. You don't have to eat as much. So I'm sorry, people, it's just not true.
Right, and think about the outcome. If you eat healthier, then you probably will be healthy and spend less money on medications and all the things that you're going to the doctor for. So it's like this positive kind of domino effect, right?
Absolutely.
So I think we're not only talking about employees, but thinking about business owners trying to find ways to incentivize and motivate their employees to want to be fit, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Wow.
And then they can spend the extra money with you on their wardrobes.
Oh, I like the way you think.
I cracked myself up.
Yeah. All right. So I want to go to, some people are successful with this because we're not talking short-term commitment, right? We're talking.
It's a lifestyle change.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So what are the things that can help people to be successful, first with losing the weight they need to lose and then being able to maintain? Let's go to the positive side first.
Losing weight, everybody can do it. It's easy to lose it, at least the first couple weeks, right? But the big thing that most people need is support. They need a buddy.
Oh.
We say, Denise, can we walk 3 times a week? Denise, years ago, my friend Birgit and I moved here to California. We used to send each other our food logs. I'd be like, okay, I'm up 5 pounds. I got to send you my food logs again. She was my buddy. And so I would send her, she would send to me. And so we're accountable to each other.
So it's supportive. It's not punitive. And
no, it's like, okay, so you had a few M&Ms, on to the next day,
right,
or whatever. And it's about knowing that somebody is there. You do have to be careful, and you have to find somebody that you will say, you are going to be my health buddy for life. I'm serious about that.
Mm-hmm.
And if they fall off, then you need to find somebody else that will be that person for you.
Because they have to be committed too.
It doesn't work if it's committed. My husband and wife teams that are committed to health do extraordinarily well. And when one falls back a little bit, the other one pulls them back up and says, okay, honey, so you gained 5 pounds. Let's get back in track. Mm-hmm. Lovingly, not with because they want to be fit and healthy together. Right. They want to have that quality of life. They want to be traveling or whatever their why is to being fit and healthy.
Mm-hmm. So everyone has a different motivation, but everyone has a path to success.
Right.
So what are the things that come up for people who struggle with it? I think about just going into a grocery store, and at the end of the aisles, there's the Oreos, there are the chips. It's all that suggestive selling. Yeah. So, what are the things that get in the way that we can help our viewers be more aware to just say, oh, that's what they're trying to do to me. I don't need that, and keep walking kind of attitude.
Yeah, it's about having a plan before you walk in.
Okay.
Have a snack before you go, have a list, and do not deviate from the list. Don't have it in the house. If it's in the house, you're going to eat it. Right? I do.
It's tempting.
I know. My crackers, if they're an open box of crackers, I'm eating them all. I hate to say that, but it's true.
You're human.
I'm human. So you just don't have that stuff in the house. And when you go, you have a plan. Going out to dinner. Go online, look at what they have, and make a healthy choice, and you have a plan going in, and you stick to that. You ask your friends if you're going out with them, you know what, can you keep the bread basket over there, or let's not get the bread. Mm-hmm. Be a motivating factor for them. They don't need the bread either. I don't care if you're healthy or not. Right?
It's empty carbs most of the time.
It is.
So.
Another thing is who you hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have sabotagers if you have people that aren't health-minded in your life, in your circle of friends. I'm not telling people to get rid of their friends because your friends are your friends. But I will tell you, and I bet this is true of you, most of my close friends, we are all very fit and healthy and active because that's who I hang out with. And that's the lifestyle I want.
Right. Who wants to hang out with a smoker if you're into exercise?
Absolutely.
Maybe you do, but only in very specific situations.
Right.
But so the same if you're cutting out alcohol from your diet or going to the movies and not ordering the milk duds.
Exactly.
They're not good anymore. Yeah. Okay, so that's really good. You mentioned the word sabotage, and what are the mental attitudes that people are sometimes, confronted with? Like, in my industry, people don't want to look at wardrobe until it's the perfect time, until they've lost 5 pounds. So how does that show up in the work you do with clients?
Speaking of time, there's never going to be the perfect time, ever. Ever.
Yeah.
Because guess what? There's that birthday party. There's this social engagement. I'm going to happy hour after work. There's never going to be a good time. It is up to the individual to take charge of their own health and make the commitment to themselves, and then reach out and get your support group, a health coach, a friend, whatever it is that they need. Go online and track your food and your energy intake and outtake, the Fitbits, that sort of thing. There's never a good time. So it's an excuse.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, and I don't want to hurt people's feelings, but it truly is simply an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
And until you get clear on what you want and why you want to be healthy, that is another big thing. Why do you want to be healthy? And when you're at that really great weight for you, what is it that you see yourself doing that you're not currently doing? I get some people saying, well, you know what? I want to go zip lining. I got to weigh under 250 to go zip lining. A big person might say that.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Then I have to help them stay at that weight too, because maintaining is a whole nother ball game, right? But when you solidify those healthy habits and hang around healthy people, you have more chances of being successful long-term. And what we're looking at is long-term health. That's why you need that strong why.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see my grandkids. I want to, whatever it is, I don't have any of that. I'm just vain, and I want to do a one-arm push-up when I'm 85. That's my goal. Silly or not, I don't care. That's my goal.
Ooh, I like that. I like
well,
that.
You got to have something that you're looking forward for. Really, I want to be able to travel, and I want to do whatever I want to do to be fit and healthy. By the way, when you're healthy, this is healthier too. I mean, studies show that when you keep learning and whatnot, that the brain can keep Alzheimer's and some of dementia away.
Yeah, so it's really about living well, like you said, creating healthy choices, whether you're at home or out in the community. So I don't know if this has come up for your clients, but what happens when someone's really on track and they're motivated and they go out with friends and their friends, they're just having a good time, they're drinking, they're snacking, and they say, oh, one won't hurt you. And, they don't realize how challenging that might be a certain way. How can you support people and advise them to respond in those situations? Because like you said earlier, you're not trying to get them to be social hermits and isolate themselves.
That's a great question. First and foremost, I have tell them to have conversations with their friends. You know what? I really need your support. This is really important to me.
Oh, so just get it out there. Okay.
And then if you go and they're still doing it, all in good intentions. They want you to have fun. You look great. You might be 50 pounds overweight, but you lost 20. And oh my God, you look so great. You don't want to get too skinny. People do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, you just have to be firm with them and say, thank you. I am having a blast. And I'm so glad you are supporting me on my journey.
Oh, that's great.
Something simple.
Yeah, I think that would be really challenging. And then, to just compare yourself all the time to people, which gets back to our last discussion about body types. So do you also coach people on what's an appropriate weight to maintain for their body type? Because, you and I are different body types. Absolutely. What 100 pounds on you would look like versus me, it's going to look very different. So how does that work? Because we're always comparing ourselves. If it's not to models in magazines, it's to our thin friends. Or
you have to be, as a trainer, there is no one size fits all. I can get into the ectomorph, the endomorph, the mesomorph, but I don't want to go there. I say, what was a weight that you were good at when or you felt the best at?
Okay.
It doesn't have to be, in my opinion, within the BMI chart. There is no one size fits all.
Mm-hmm.
You have to find the weight and the body type that is comfortable for you, and know that if you are one of those people that have bigger arms, okay? I've got a friend that says, oh, but my arms are big. If the rest of you is good and you feel good, so wear different clothes, right?
Right.
So, you just be happy with
develop muscle. You don't have to worry about,
exactly.
flab, and there's a difference between big arms, right? Some big arms are firm and some are just big.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So it really is just about being comfortable and knowing that your body and loving yourself. You have to learn how to love who you are. That's a hard thing to do for some of us.
Yeah,
we're good at helping others, but for ourselves, we just tear ourselves apart. Stop it. Don't tear yourself apart anymore.
Don't mess with her.
Yeah.
So you've heard about yo-yo dieting. right? And I'm sure people
Yeah.
have even used that phrase. So, and so to speak, or you know, they go on a vacation and they kind of then they wish they had. What's the do when vacation's over or the holidays are over?
You call your support person, your coach, and say, hey, I need help now.
Okay.
Right now. You can't go on vacation, because what happens is you go back into those old habits, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you allow yourself. And I'm not one of those people, 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, once you get to your healthy weight, 80% of the time, eat really good, exercise, and then there's the other 20% that, you know what, you don't have to be perfect. You don't.
So be nice to yourself the way
Be
you
nice.
would to a friend and get back on track, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we've talked about medical issues and health issues, quality of life issues. Is there anything else you would like to be able to say to our viewers to just really motivate and inspire them to have that healthy, long life?
You know what? You've got one body, one life, right? And you get to do with it what you want to do with it. I encourage you to take charge today, right now, and make the decisions that will help you have the quality of life that you deserve. Love yourself, be gentle with yourself, and be healthy. And that's all I got to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's awesome. I can't wait for my clients to see this.
Thank you. Have a great day.